Hello everyone, this is Starteller794 and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start playing The Lost Crown. Now I have a really long history with this game. It is a point and click. It's also probably my favorite point and click game of all time. At least it hasn't been topped by anything I've played since. And so this is not going to be a blind playthrough like Curse was. This is me probably going to talk through a lot of it. But I will be quiet during cutscenes and interactions and stuff like that, so you guys can get the full feeling of the game. And I really if you like what you see and you want to play it, go buy it on Steam. It's on Steam right now. I don't remember exactly how much it is. I'll bring that up next time I get around to looking. But it's really good. This is, like I said, this is my favorite game. So, this is my favorite game so much that I have bought this game 3 separate times. The first time I bought it back in 2008 when it first came out, and then I bought it again after I lost the installation discs, and then I've bought it a third time when it came out on Steam. So this is definitely one of those games that I really highly recommend. I love it. I think it's probably really one of the best games or best point and clicks ever. Okay. I'm done gushing. So, one thing I am going to tell you and warn you right out of the gate is this is definitely not graphically, this is not a AAA game by any means. This is an indie game. It was made by one guy. His name's Jonathan Boakes. If you're familiar with the Darkfall series, he's the maker of that, and he also helped out a bunch on a game called Barrow Hill. And he also was voice actor in the game Scratches, which I don't think I've brought up yet, but it's another one of the older games that I'm definitely going to get around to playing at some point. So he's gotten around, he's done a lot of different stuff. So anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and start.
Mr. Hare, Mr. Crow, report!
We've lost him, sir.
I don't want your excuses.
Disappeared into the crowds.
Which way was he heading?
Station, sir. He has the documents.
Danvers has seen and heard too much. He knows about the chasm and D-Labs. He could have seen the experiment.
How? The firewalls are hackproof.
To those on the outside, yes.
He's one of us.
Perhaps I could think of a better purpose for Mr. Danvers.
Shall I get after him, Mr. Hatton?
We'll be catching the last train.
Which platform, sir? There is still time.
No, leave him be. I know which train he's on, and I know where he's going.
Where, sir? Where is he going?
He's going nowhere, Mr. Crow. Nowhere at all.
So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up right now. I'm sure you noticed right away is that the voice acting in this game is not all that great. It's very stilted, it's very silly. I think that was intentional, if I remember correctly. I've done some research on this game. I came across an interview with Boakes a few years back, and I think he said something about trying to replicate an old 1950s-ish TV show, which will make more sense when you actually see what the game looks like on a normal basis. But don't quote me on that. I cannot find that interview again. I've been looking for it and I can't find it. But yeah. So be prepared for crazy voice acting. It's really it's just goofy and it makes me giggle. I love it. It's awesome. I'm going to say no because I don't need the tutorial.
Last stop, Mr. Danvers.
How do you know my name?
You told me, in between kips.
Kips? You mean I woke up?
Oh yes, I should say so. Quite chatty you were.
So, obviously the first thing you're going to notice is this game is completely in black and white. And that's, like I said, I read that it might be because of trying to get this like 1950s television show type feel. But I also read that it could be because a lot of people apparently dream in black and white. And obviously by the name of the train, this is Sleepwalker, some people say that this is like entirely like a dream sequence that's inside Nigel's head. So anyway, I'm going to continue on.
That's an impressive old train.
Old, sir. It may be lacking a little polish here and there, but this old girl hasn't let us down yet.
The tourists must love it. And your outfit.
Outfit, sir?
I see. Reenactment or something.
You lost me, Mr. Danvers. Was there something else?
Did you see anybody else board the train at London?
Only you? And the young lady?
Young lady? A girl?
Yeah, that's right. Unless I've been getting it wrong all these years.
Where did she get off?
Well, here, of course. Sedgemarsh.
Where did she go? I've seen no other passengers.
Through the fens, I'm guessing. Fancy your chances, do you?
I resent that remark.
Do you now? Well, that's interesting.
Have we been here long? It was midnight when we left London.
No, we've just arrived. Bang on time.
There's nothing here. What am I supposed to do?
Maybe Sir should have thought about that before boarding. Usually, out of flood season, we would continue on, but the spring tide flooded the fen, meaning Sedgemarsh is our last stop.
What time does the train leave?
No passengers for the return journey.
What? You can hardly leave me here.
You'd rather end up at the terminus, sir.
I'll return, shortly.
Very well, Mr. Danvers.
So another thing that I guess I'm going to point out is that a lot of this game is based on a place in Cornwall called Polperro, including this station. A lot of the game, you'll notice, is very much based on that. When we get into Saxton, you'll see what I mean. The graphics, as far as like the majority of the graphics in this game are not actually CGI. They are like actual photography, which Boakes he's like a trained photographer too. So
The town of Saxton?
it also, honestly, I think it gives the game a lot like a different, like a good feel, and I'll talk about that later too. Sorry if my throat's a little dry right now. My sinuses are draining, so good old, wonderful snot stuff. Okay. So you will notice that some things in this game are colored. I'm not entirely sure why. A lot of times they're important stuff, but other times they're not.
If it leads anywhere at all. This could be my last chance.
But a lot of the things that are actually important are colored, but then again, some things are not. So it all just kind of depends. Like, I'm not really sure if there's rhyme or reason to specific things being colored. I can't really tell you why some things are and why some things aren't. But I'm gonna come over here and talk to this guy real quick.
Excuse me.
Again.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I don't know. I was hoping that you could...
Good what, sir?
Where does the path lead?
Saxton, sir. Across the fen.
Why doesn't the train go there?
The floods, Mr. Danvers. I did say. During the spring, the line ends here, at Sedge Marsh.
Can I get to Saxton on foot?
Oh, easily, sir. Follow the path through to Saxton.
Big town, is it? Phone, food, a bed?
Big enough, you'll find all you need. A little treasure it is.
Treasure? Why do you say that?
You'll know soon enough.
I see. Very well. I'll see for myself.
That you will. Oh, seeing as you're heading that way,
What?
I found this on the train. The young lady must have dropped it.
That was clumsy. What can I do?
Well, if you're quick, you'll catch her up in no time.
I'll try my best. So long. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, that's right. You didn't. Station master will do.
Oh, goodbye, station master.
Goodbye, Mr. Danvers.
So you'll hear me probably kind of mock some of the voice acting in this. Usually he pronounces this station master like that. It's really funny. But like I said, this is definitely an indie game, you can tell, but it has that like indie charm to it. Like, it's a good indie game. It's not like one of those indie games that are just really bad, which there are a lot of, but I love it. I will say that I guess I should bring up the one thing, like one of my biggest beefs with this game as far as like things going on is having to watch him walk everywhere. There's particularly one segment in Saxton where it takes like a full minute for him to walk around this harbor, and luckily I can double click so I can save some time, but it's one of those things where it's just like, well, I get why you did it, but at the same time it's not a good transition just to watch him walk anywhere. But anyway, time to do some hunting. Not really hunting, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna spend the time to really read that stuff, because yeah, it's there for flavor. It's not anything important. But I'm not gonna bother that guy because he's pretty much pointless to bother. Double click, get us over here real quick. And I'm gonna pick that up, because I've played this game before and I know what that is. Okay. So I'm gonna go up this path over here. You are also gonna notice that this is in a box, which is fine and dandy, because keep in mind that this came out in 2008, so back then the black bars that you're seeing on the sides of the box would not have been there, because the bottom is the inventory and then the top is your menu, so it would have been a smaller screen. So that's why it's kind of like that. It was not like that when I first played it originally, I can tell you that much. But of course back then the computer was not as good, so back in 2008, it's hard to believe that the computers were just not as good.
There's someone out there.
Technology progresses so
Amongst
fast.
the reeds. I'll catch her later.
So that's our main, not a main character, but a character we're going to meet quite a bit. Another thing I'm going to say with her her model's not that good in this. I think it's the clothing that she wears. I don't know what it is, but she just doesn't quite, like, the model's just not very good compared to even Nigel here. Most of the models in this game are not great. I'm just going to put that out there too. Like I said, the graphics are not a huge thing in this game. The graphics are not, like, amazing. But hers in particular, I've always noticed, is just not that great compared to everybody else. So I'm not sure why that would be, but that's just how it is. Okay, I feel like I missed something, actually. And that's coming from me, who's played this game like 6 or 7 times. I think I've played it. It's probably closer to about 10 times. Oh, no, I didn't miss it. But yeah, no, I've played this game like 6 or 7 times. Like I said, I've bought it 3 separate times in the past, just because I love it so much. Although I'm not sure why the metal is making a squish squish sound, but it's making a squish squish sound. I guess I need to stop saying I guess. You probably noticed right away that all of this is, like, this is obviously a picture. All of the background stuff right now is obviously photography, which, like I mentioned before, Boakes is a photographer. I think he was a web designer, if I remember correctly. So he was really good at the coding. He's not the best at the actual CGI stuff, which is fine. As long as the game functions and it's a good game, which this one is, graphics are definitely, like, low on my list of things that need to be great. And especially by a guy who's just one dude, and it's, you know, that's not really what he did originally. He didn't have a CGI background, as far as I'm aware. But yeah. So a lot of this it's all photography in the background, which actually kind of works in its favor. Like I said, once we get into Sexton, I'll bring up exactly why I think it works really well. But we're not there just yet. We are on our way through this cave after we fix this, because apparently Nigel can't go through this without this warning. Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I kind of, like, if you're gonna go into a cave by yourself with no lighting, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Dangerous undercurrents. I should take that as a warning.
Yeah.
To watch my step from now on. What on earth is that?
What is that? I know what it is. Nah. I'm kidding. But I do. I know what the legend is, but we'll get there. It's not the time to talk about that just yet. Excuse me. Darn snot.
Nothing ventured.
Alright. Going through the cave. I kind of want to, like, I'm curious to know how long that cave actually is. Like, I've been through that cave so many times, I'm like, is it like a long, narrow cave, or is it like super dinky and short so that you can just go right through without too much hassle? Or are you wandering in the dark a lot? That's just me.
Treasure? Perhaps my time here won't be entirely wasted.
Yep. I'm also going to take a peek back here, something that I believe the first time I played this, I think I missed this little cage. But yeah. If you want to read that, just pause the video. I'm not going to read that right now. But this is a place that we'll come back to eventually. It's kind of an out-of-the-way, not super-duper important thing, but as you can see, there's stuff in here. Spooky, spooky goos are in there that are waiting pictures and stuff. So, eventually, we'll get there, but we'll come back this way at some point. So right here, to just take a note of this boy that's here, because there's some symbolism
An abandoned
that's about to
building
happen.
that looks foreboding.
And that is the Net Hut. Hello, Net Hut. How are you? Actually, I'm going to double click that. Shall mosey our way over here and talk to this person.
What's up with him?
Ah, here you are.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I should have said good evening.
What is that? In the water?
A tree stump, I think, dark and shapeless. It could almost be a small body, couldn't it?
I don't know. It's too far away.
Yes, yes. It could almost be a child's body.
What? We should.
Do not fret, my all will become clear.
Is Saxton near
You are standing on Saxton shore, so yes, you could say you've arrived.
here? At last. I had to walk across the fenland.
Last train never arrives in Saxton.
Why is that?
I've no idea, dear boy. Saxton's an isolated town.
I expected to arrive at Saxton Station.
High tides flood the fens, and no one can enter or leave the town.
How do you cope?
Cope? Cope with what?
You know, emergencies and the like.
Oh, I see. Oh, we cope. Yes, we cope very well.
Okay. I'm seeking bed and board in the town.
The bear is most likely to provide what you need.
A bear? Oh, you mean a hotel?
No, I mean the bear. You can't miss him. He'll be swinging tonight.
I'm sorry.
Oh, dear me, I'm teasing you. You shall see.
I'm a treasure hunter.
Well, now there's a thing.
Thing? I'm seeking my fortune.
Yes, you and the others.
Others? What others?
The Mayday tides bring many to Saxton.
Why is that?
High tides eat away at the rocks, cliffs and sandbanks. The low tides expose that which has been hidden.
Like ancient treasures?
Perhaps. That and people's fortunes. And futures.
I'm Nigel, by the way.
Yes, Mr. Danvers, I'm sure you are.
Am I expected?
Oh yes, for some time now. You may change it all. Time will tell.
May I ask you something else?
Oh, feel free, young man.
Is that your dog?
Yes. George and I have been companions for many, many years.
A woman's best friend?
No, I wouldn't say that.
I'll leave you in peace.
Very well. I'll be seeing you again, sooner or later.
So that was a rather strange interaction to a certain degree. I'm not going to talk too much about it just yet. That is a character we will be seeing quite a bit of, though. Now, I did mention some symbolism, and remember that we talked to her about a child missing or drowning in the water, and the kid here is missing now. That is important, particularly to her history, her character history, which we'll get into again later on as we explore the town of Saxton. Sorry, I'm making you watch him walk. Had to take a quick drink there, and I wanted to talk a little bit. So, if I watch him, let you watch him walk, I'm probably trying to say something. Let's see if I don't think we can go in this cave yet. I think he'll try, and then he'll pussy out and be like, no. Oh. Okay, you can go like halfway in. I'm pretty sure we can't go any further right now. Yeah. And he's like, nope, I'm out of here, man.
It's too dark to see with my own eyes.
He's like, nah. I'm not gonna walk out there. I'm not going in there. I'd go in there. No, I wouldn't. I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. I've actually been in a cave when it's been completely dark, like no lights, and it's crazy. I think we can go down here a little bit. Yay,
I think
lobsters.
I'll pass on a local delicacy.
I can see that. Lobsters aren't that tasty unless you put like a bunch of shit on it. Like, give me some crab. I'll take crab over lobster any day. Give me shrimp. I'll take shrimp over lobster any day. Well, hey, it's our birdwatcher friend. Hello. Let's see. I think we can go down here a little bit. Just a little bit, though. It says crab, but it's filled with lobster. I'm kidding. I'm not from Britain. I'm obviously from America. I don't know much about fishing, like, commercially or anything like that, so I'm not sure if Britain, exports lobster a lot. I don't know.
What's this?
Or if that was just something that was made or could easily be made or something like that. Missing cats.
I'll make a note.
Like I said, I can't really feign surprise. Like I said, I know mostly what happens. Like I said, I've played this game so many times, but I won't. I'll leave some stuff up to speculation for you guys as you're watching, especially if you've never seen this game before.
The creaky sign says, the bear.
Yep. I don't know if I've actually really looked at this before. I am gonna go into the bear first. I know there's a guy down there standing, but I'm gonna go ahead and just come in here first. Hello.
Excuse me. Can you help?
Good afternoon, stranger. What can I get you?
I'll take a bottle of, still water. Can I rent a room for a week?
All our guest rooms are taken. Busy time, May.
So there's nothing you can offer?
Well, there is the cottage on the harbour, if that suits you.
Well, I'll take anything you have.
It's clean, but a bit cluttered.
I'm none too fussy. I'm sure it will be fine.
I hope you don't mind the sounds and briny smells.
Is it nearby?
It's right on the harbour, surrounded by water.
Perfect. What do I owe you?
We can settle up when you leave. That's if you leave us, Mr. Danvers. Here's the keys and a map of the town.
Pardon me, but who are you?
Me? I'm Morgan, the landlady of the Bear, and have been for a few years now. And you are?
Nigel. Nigel Danvers.
You'll be in for quite a week.
Is May a busy time
I mean,
for Saxton?
Sherry said that.
Yes, you
but-
could say that.
Local events?
The Saxton May Day Fair is famous in these parts. You'll be in for quite a week.
Does the pub have a phone?
Afraid not. Wouldn't be in keeping with the place.
Is there a payphone in town?
Yes, across the harbour, over the bridge and up Station Lane.
I'll catch you later.
Perhaps.
So, here's another thing that I sometimes will have to get after this game about is sometimes you'll walk in circles with the dialogue. Like, you'll have things repeat, or you already know the information, but Danvers has to ask it again. And so you'll get some circular dialogue in this, unfortunately. I love the kitties, though. He's adorable. Let's see.
An old painting. Or
Or
a copy of one.
one. Sorry. I think I can go into the bathroom for a moment. Let's see. Knock, knock, knock. Yep.
That's unusual. The clock is stuck at 9 o'clock.
It's always 9 o'clock here. It's 9 o'clock. Okay, stop making Overwatch references. Hello, lobster.
I think I'll pass on the local delicacy.
But he's a cute lobster. Look at him. Look at this one. Oh, wait, I didn't want to go that way. Come back. I wasn't done looking at the lobsters. I like the live ones. They're like, what's up? What's up?
I think I'll pass on the local delicacy.
Anyway, I was that weird kid that always wanted to look at the lobsters at the grocery store because, you know, I like animals, even if we eat them. Oh yeah, we have some stuff to look at, like this. We haven't looked at this yet. Who is this mysterious woman? Lucy Rubens. There we go. And let's see, we have... Oh yeah, we have some other stuff that I need to actually look at. Here's the map of Saxton, which the Martello Tower we went by the old net shop. We have not yet gone too far, but we've gone, or Harbor Cottage is right there, and all that fun stuff. Let's see. You can look at this. Icon, or not ironic, seeing as Boakes was a photographer himself, there would be a photography contest. Yep. And then we need to actually look at these things here. So at the beginning of the game, obviously Danvers got into something that he shouldn't have, and he broke into their firewall to get a look at... Oh wait, this is Darkfall. To get at what was going on. So if you notice, there's the Darkfall project. So I've actually only played the second Darkfall all the way through. I played some of the first Darkfall and then I got stuck and ended up not being able to complete it because I couldn't find a walkthrough consistent enough for me to help me. Because in the first Darkfall, you can do a bunch of stuff like out of order, essentially. Like you can do it in any order that you want. And so it was like I got stuck because I couldn't figure out where I was at in the game, essentially. The second one, which I will also play at some point, is quite a treat. It's really weird. Let's just say the first time I played it, like I was into it. I was like, this is great, and then all of a sudden it threw a curveball at me, and I was just like, my mouth was on the table. I didn't know what was going on. So eventually I'll get around to playing those as well, because obviously he's well known for this game and the Darkfall series, which I think there's either 3 or 4 now. I think there's 4, but again, don't quote me on that. I haven't researched it enough to double check. But yeah. So, obviously, Danvers got into something he shouldn't have, and he took some pictures of this experiment, and these are the pictures that came out of it, which don't look like a whole lot. Unfortunately, this game and its successor, The Midnight Horror, have not really talked about the Haddon Industries all that much, other than, like, saying, oh, it's essentially like it owns a whole bunch of stuff in this game world. Like, it owns a lot of businesses. But we don't know anything about this experiment other than what Danvers picked up, and we don't know anything really about Mr. Hare, Mr. Crow, or Mr. Haddon, who we saw at the beginning. And Midnight Horror is only about a 2-hour, it's like a mini game of this, and it doesn't explain anything else. It just kind of, I think it's going to kickstart Black and Rock, which is the actual sequel to this, which is supposed to come out sometime this year, and I'm hoping that sometime this year means, like, really soon. Because it was supposed to come out last year, and it ended up not, and we've been waiting on a sequel for this game for, like, ever. when I say ever, I mean like ever. Like it was supposed to come out in 2012. I remember the site, and then it just never came, and it never came, and it never came. Which I don't blame Boakes for that. He was busy doing other stuff, and like I said, he's a one-man guy. It's going to take him a long time to output a game. That's just the nature of the business. So, anyway, get back to this. I'm going to talk to this guy. What's up?
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Sup?
What are you up to?
What are you up to?
On holiday, actually. And you?
Work. I'm a writer, a journalist for the local rag.
I'm guessing not much happens around here.
You'd be surprised.
It's a foggy night.
This fog hides many things.
Like treasure?
Another glory seeker.
Not exactly. I'm not sure what I'm seeking.
I
What are
click
you up
this?
to?
What are you
Oh, I
up
did
to?
click this. Whoops, sorry.
On holiday, actually. And you?
Work. I'm a writer, a
Journalist.
journalist for the local rag.
I'm guessing not much happens around here.
You'd be surprised.
Anyway,
I'll see you around.
bye.
You will.
Have fun
Trust me.
with your... Yeah, okay. I don't think I can go this way yet. Yeah, I can't. Because some people are just like, oh, I'm going to put all the boats and boxes in the way, and for some reason Nigel can't climb over it. Isn't that the predicament of all video games? Okay, so now that we're in Saxon, we have a nice big view of the game. Obviously, all of this is photography, except for the boats, and the seagull, and this bench that's over here in the far right corner, and the boat. Anyway, so the one thing that I like about this game, and that Boakes did really, 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 really well, is that he took this Polperro, the town of, or the village of Polperro in Cornwall, and turned it into this little tiny village of Saxton, and it feels like this. It's just old. Like you look at these buildings and they feel like they've been there forever and ever and ever, and that they hold all of this history of generations of people in it, and that's something that I really like, and I have never been able to feel here living in America because we don't have that here, at least not unless you're Native American, which I am not Native American. I am Scotch, Irish, German, and English descent. So it's like the oldest buildings that we have in America are around, well, they're from the 1700s at most, and so that's not that old. And that's why one of the reasons I absolutely adore this game is it just feels like you're in a world that's old and steeped in legend and steeped in history, and it's just something that you just don't feel anywhere else. Now, apparently Polperro is not quite as ancient feeling as this in real life. It's got a lot of modernization in it, but Nigel, oh hi. But Boakes went out of his way to make it that way, and it's an artistic choice, and it works. It works really well. What's up?
You, boy, what are you doing? Loitering?
I'm staying nearby. Harbour Cottage?
This town attracts all sorts of freaks and losers at this time of year.
What's so special about this time of year?
Oh dear, not too bright, are you? Had much experience of geology, have you?
Well, no. Not really. I've always thought that,
How about archaeology?
no. But I'm willing to learn. Do you believe this county conceals hidden treasures?
I do. Whether we find them is another matter. This land is old and steeped in blood and horror. The landscape around us has been witness to the fall of kings and death in plague-sized proportions. Time and turmoil can see some items misplaced. They are there for us to find, if you know where to look.
I'm keen to find the treasure. Where's the best place to start?
Well, That's an easy one. Leave town, walk back across the fens to the station,
Yep, I'm with you so far.
get on a train, and clear off back to London ASAP.
I can't do that, Mr.
Hardacre, Professor Hardacre, famed archaeologist. Perhaps you've heard of me.
No. My journey was a one-way trip. This seems a good town in which to disappear.
On the run, are we?
No, just laying low for a while.
I'd suggest making peace with who you're running from, and getting back to your own little world.
You could be right. I can but try. I'm not going back to London empty-handed.
So be it. Enjoy your stay.
So, Professor Hardacre is one of those characters in this game I kind of want to punch in the face several times, and he's written that way for a reason, I'm pretty sure. But I do kind of want to punch him. He's kind of annoying, he's kind of a jerk. That's just how he is. I don't know why I came back this way, there's nobody here. Okay. So, I guess what I'll do is I will leave it at this for the next episode. We'll get into Harbor Cottage and start getting into the meat of the game, or at least the beginning. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys like the series. Like, comment, subscribe, do your YouTube things, do whatever you want, and see you later.